So somebody else also, when was the first time? I forgot who it was down the line, but they also asked, when was the first time we met Carlos?
Yeah, I just seen that. That was Junior Smith. Oh man, I've known Carlos, man, since I was about 10 years old, man.
Before music, man. Before music. Let's get that straight off the top. We knew Carlos, and when Carlos was around the neighborhood, like Shadow said, when we was about 10, 11 years old. Matter of fact,
12, baby.
right up the block from where we lived at my mom's house was the neighborhood pool, Reveille Park.
Reveille Park.
Speaking of Reveille Park, Carlos did an album called Reveille Park, and that was our park. Or when you're kids, he lived on a little further down. Him and Bert, they lived down there on Coral Street, on the other side of Telephone, on the other side of down Dixie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But everybody would come to Reveille Park because it was a cool park to come and swim at. So, that, I mean, when you talk about going back in the days and when we met Carlos, I mean, we were running into Carlos when we go swimming back when we were kids, man. Like I said, 10, 12, 13 years old. We knew Carlos. It wasn't until we got older, we went to Hartman, right? And at Hartman Middle School over there off of Belfort, that's when Carlos was hanging with the Chavezes, right? Remember the Chavezes? Right. There was Rosbell, Romaldo, and who's the one that passed away? Rosbell or Romaldo?
That's a good question. But you know what? It was Carlos that was with the guy that passed away. Right. They were swimming at a small pond, and they were drunk or something like that. I don't know what the whole story is, but Carlos told me about the story.
It wasn't a pond, it was a damn reservoir drainage spot. Right. Anyway, I don't remember where it was, but
they were saying who could swim to the end and back.
To the end and back. Right.
And I think it was
he
Ronaldo.
Couldn't make it even halfway there. He couldn't even make it off to the other side.
Yeah, and he didn't make it.
And they didn't make it out there to get him because it was a race back and forth. But Carlos was there. But going back to when we met Carlos, I mean, we were kids. When we met Carlos, we seen each other around the way. He had his clique. He'd run around with his friends.
He was running around with Billy Stout. You know what I'm saying? And Maribel's brother. What was Maribel's brother? She's a Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? And
Maribel Ramirez. That goes down to that whole crew. Maribel. That's a hot topic, right? Maribel Ramirez. But people don't know that's a hot name, and we ain't gonna talk about why. But maybe we will one other day. But talking about
that's how far it goes. That's how far it goes back.
But yeah, meeting Carlos was, like I said, when we were kids. Later on, starting about getting with rap and everything. We've been rapping for a while, man. I was 57, like I said, back with Filetto when I met Filetto. This was back in the 80s, man. We some old motherfuckers, but this was back in 89, 90. You know what I'm saying? 91. So actually, we met Filetto. When did we meet Filetto? About 91, 92. Anyway,
about 91, 92.
So when that came around, we was already doing our thing and already put out an album. We already had the SCLS album out. And then Carlos comes about a year, well, I said within that year, Carlos at a Circle K or whatever it was, you told him Circle K, he comes up and meets up and says, man, I had a vision. I'm a rap. That was his thing. And he met me and he showed me some stuff. Man, I wanted to start rap. He was really picking at my brain. How were we selling our tapes and how were we moving our stuff, right? And I was kind of like, okay, cool. Let me hear your shit. And he played me some stuff. And I was like, man, that's crazy. That was before Revenge. That was before my Revenge.
Yeah, he wrote. Carlos. Cool, I know the story. Carlos wrote Revenge when he was he had a job as a security guard. And he was, you know how you used to do late at night. You just sitting there. But
I'm saying before he wrote Revenge, he came to me and showed me some other stuff. And showed me some other stuff. And I said, he really sounded more like 3-2 and the Convicts, which is like really the old and more like Snoop. Snoop got that from 3-2 and all that, by the way, too.
Right. That old style.
Big Mike and 3-2, they went down to Cali.
We don't love them hoes.
We don't love them hoes. That's all 3-2. The Governor, man, rest in peace, my nigga, my brother, man, my love. That's another nigga that showed me the game. See, that's what I'm saying. When we first started with the SPC, it opened us up to motherfuckers like the Governor, motherfuckers like 3-2, motherfuckers like the Reckless Clan, and all that stuff, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, getting back to it, we was doing all that early, and then Carlos came.
Yeah, came in.
We was already been doing Infinity back in, in South Park, doing the clubs in Infinity where we used to see Brad, what I'm talking about, Scarface, and when we would run around with the SBC. We was doing that for a while, and then Carlos comes around and says, "Hey, man, what I had a vision, right? Which is cool. I feel you, man." He came over there and he asked us, and he knew because what was we saying by that time? 57-35. We're gonna get the Mexicans riding. We'd already been down with the SBC, and I've kind of felt jilted and jeered because of what happened with Nip. Nothing against Nip. I was really my own ego. I mean, later on, years later, I realized I just had a problem with it was a me problem. But I really felt bad that I didn't get asked to be on the Nip album, not on nothing. After I'd been on the SBC album or the Terrorist album, doing on the SBC Click song, I figured I'd be on it. We got about 10 minutes, man. I don't want to ramble on and everything. We got about 10 minutes left.
Okay, real quick.